Hey guys, welcome to another book haul. This week's book haul is massive, so I'm going to try my very best to do this as quickly as I can and get it all over with. I think I have about 23 books today, and it is going to be insane, so please bear with me. The first collection of books that I got are from the secondhand store right across the street from my house, and as you guys know, I am very happy to have that store right across the street. They probably know me by now because of all the books that I buy from there. So the first book that I got from there was Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. There were actually two copies in the store, and one of them was really battered, and I was about to buy it, but then I saw this one, and I had to get this one because it was in better condition. And I talked about this book with a coworker a few days before I saw this, ironically enough. So it was fresh in my mind and I knew I had to have it. Another book that I got is Barbara Delinsky's Not My Daughter. The next book that I actually got, and if you've watched my last video, you should know that I'm a huge fan of this man, is Nicholas Sparks's The Guardian. And I swear, every time I see a book by Nicholas Sparks that I don't own at the secondhand store, I grab it as soon as I can. Because I know that on a rainy day like today, hence a scarf, this would be a great book to read. The next book that I got is The Girl Who Stopped Swimming, by Jocelyn Jackson. And what caught my eye about this one is that there's a mention of a girl not seeing a ghost in 13 years. That's pretty interesting. It got me curious immediately. And then it said that her and her sister start trying to figure out what happened to the girl who stopped swimming. So that sounds pretty cool. Another book that I got, and I was torn between buying this or not because it is in absolutely horrid condition. It's Endymion Spring by Skelton. Look how horribly disfigured this is. Look at it. It's so sad. Why would someone do this to a book? Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. And I've been torn about buying this every time I see it at the secondhand store because I don't know if I'm going to like it, if I'm actually going to read it. And yeah, Sing You Home by Jodi Picoult. And it's actually the first one of two books that I got by Jodi this week. The second book that I got by Jodi Picoult is Plain Truth, and much like the other book that I showed you, not by Jodi Picoult, the young adult one, it is in pretty dire condition. Book 3 of the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and it's called City of Glass. I have book 2 and I've read book 1. Now it's the Walmart purchases time. The first book that I got from Walmart is The Future of Us by Jay Asher and Caroline Mackler. This is actually a new cover of it. It took me a while to recognize that it was Jay Asher's book because I'm used to the strange pixelized one from before. The next book that I got is Kresley Cole's Poison Princess, The Arcana Chronicles, and I have been torn about buying this. I almost bought it on Chapters Online a few days ago, I think. The next book that I got from there, and it's the last one from Walmart, and I bought it because it was on fantastic sale, and it is Stephen King's Under the Dome, and it cost me $5. Look how huge this is. Well, it is Stephen King, but $5 for this, and it's so heavy, and it's just massive. Now it's on to the books that I bought at Chapters Online, and I love my purchases this week, and I hope you enjoy them too. The first book that I got is Mystic City by Theo Lawrence. Sorry, not so good with names. And the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I actually featured it on one of my Picture Monday posts, which is where I post 3 of my favorite book covers on my blog, and if you're interested, you can go check it out. And yeah, it's a beautiful cover, and I'm really excited to read this. The second book that I got from, that was really loud. The second book that I got was Unwind by Neal Shusterman. I'm really not good with names today. And I actually asked my followers on Tumblr if this was worth the purchase, and pretty much a heck of a lot of them said that yes, it was definitely worth the purchase. So I'm really excited to read this. I heard that it's creepy, but it is amazing and that it is a must read. So excited. Another book that I got, and I actually have been looking at this for a while. I looked at it for a while, I think last year, but I decided not to buy it at the time. And I'm kind of glad that I decided not to, because then now I got the paperback, which is a lot cheaper. And it is Sophie Flack's Bunheads. And as you can tell, it's about ballerinas. So, yeah. Another book that I got, and this one, oh man, every time I go to the bookstore, I want to buy this, but I always forget the name. I always forget the name, and I always forget the name of the author who bought it or who wrote it. So I never end up getting it, and I finally remembered, and I finally own it. It is Susan E's Angel Fall. I heard that it is fantastic, and I hope that it is, because I have been wanting to buy this for a year. And can you believe every time I go to the store, I forget what it is called. But now I know, and now I own it. Yay! And the last one that I got from Chapters Online is Bells by Jen Kalonita. And it's a very mediocre cover. I won't lie, because this whole thing is a little cliche. Even though I'm not a big fan of the cover, I am a big fan of the synopsis. Okay, the last batch of books that I have to show you guys are books that I received for review. I received 5 books from Merit Press, and I received 1 finished copy of a book I recently reviewed for Goodreads First Reads, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. The first book that I received from Merit Press is The Girl in the Wall by Daphne Benedis Grab. And it's actually about a girl who goes to her ex-best friend's birthday party, which is the lavish event of the year. And she thinks that it's going to be horrible and all this stuff. But what she doesn't know is that the party's about to be taken hostage, and she has to hide within the walls of the mansion to stay alive. And so her best friend's life depends on her, and she has to survive the night. So that's pretty cool. And I look forward to reading that. The second one that I received from Merit Press is The Namesake by Stephen Parlato. And it's got some dark themes to it, so I'm really excited to check this out. Another one that I got is the first in a series, actually, and it's called Tempestuous by Kim Askew and Amy Helms. And it's actually a story based on The Tempest by Shakespeare. The next one that I got in that series is called Exposure by Kim Askew and Amy Helms. This is an adaptation of Macbeth, so I'm really excited to see what other books come out from this series. Louder Than Words by Laurie Plisner, and it's actually a supernatural read, so yay. I'm really excited to read this one too. Last book that I got for the week, and it is one that I've already read, as I've mentioned. I won it on Goodreads First Reads, and I thought that it was a really good book, and I will post a link to the review below. And I think I might actually do a giveaway for this book, because I already have an arc of it, so I might do a giveaway of this sometime in the near future. So make sure that you check out my blog, and it is Little Star by John Ajvide Lindquist. I'm really sorry if I really killed that last name, because look at that name. There is no way in hell I can pronounce that properly. But yeah, it's a really good book. It's really creepy, and it's really gory. So that's it for this week, guys. It's a lot of books. It's a lot of books, and hopefully this video wasn't ridiculously long. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with more. So bye.